The detective said. Everyone at this party who wanted him dead stepped forward. Nobody moved. Then his wife stepped up. We were all gathered in Damian Briggs's mansion for his wake when Detective Lang locked the doors and stood in front of the fireplace. This wasn't a heart attack. Damian Briggs was murdered. Everyone gasped and started whispering. There were about 30 of us there, including family and close business associates. I need everyone who wanted him dead to step forward. Nobody moved. I screamed out, "What kind of knives out shit is this?" We all just stood there in our black clothes holding our drinks. Rich men like Damian usually had dozens of enemies. Then Elsa Briggs set down her wine glass and stepped forward. I wanted him dead, but I didn't kill him. The room went silent. Elsa stood there in her black dress with her chin up while everyone stared. Mrs. Briggs? Detective Lang looked confused. Only you? Apparently. The detective looked around the room. Nobody else? A man this wealthy and powerful and only his wife wanted him dead? Still, nobody moved. Lang started questioning people right there in front of everyone. Chaz Park, you were his business partner. Any problems? Chaz shook his head. Damian was difficult but fair. He made me rich. Connor Briggs, his brother. Damian paid for my rehab 3 times. Saved my life. Kirsten Williams, he fired you last year. Kirsten looked uncomfortable. He gave me 6 months severance when I didn't deserve it. I was stealing. Then a young woman in the back spoke up. I was his mistress. He was leaving Elsa for me. I loved him. Elsa laughed bitterly. Another one who believed that lie. The detective kept going through the room. Everyone had nothing but praise for Damian. Saint Damian, who donated to charity and helped struggling employees and loved his family. Finally, Elsa exploded. He beat me for 20 years. Look at me. Look under the makeup. She wiped at her face, showing bruises beneath the foundation. Every week he'd find some reason. Dinner was cold. I looked at another man. I breathed wrong. The room stayed quiet, but something was different. People were exchanging glances. You all knew, Elsa said slowly. Every one of you knew. Chaz looked at the floor. Connor wouldn't meet her eyes. Kirsten was crying silently. You knew and you said nothing. Did nothing. Detective Lang picked up on it too. You all knew he was abusive? Chaz finally spoke. Damian was also embezzling from the company, ruining everything we built, but I couldn't prove it. Connor rolled up his sleeves, showing bruises. These are from last week. My own brother, but he paid for my treatment, so I stayed quiet. Kirsten's voice was shaking. When he fired me, it wasn't for stealing. He sexually assaulted me. The severance was to buy my silence. The mistress started crying. He wasn't leaving Elsa. He beat me too. Showed me pictures of what he'd do if I left. Detective Lang looked around the room. So you all wanted him dead? We were waiting for it, Chaz admitted. We knew Elsa would eventually snap. We hoped she would. When we found him dead this morning, we assumed she finally did it, Connor said. We agreed to protect her. That's why we all said nothing but good things, Kirsten added. She deserved to be free. Elsa started laughing and crying at the same time. But I didn't kill him. I was at my mother's house with her entire book club. 20 witnesses. Everyone stared at each other. If Elsa didn't kill Damian, then who did? I did. Everyone turned to look at the gardener Moses standing by the door. He was 60 years old and had worked for the Briggs for 15 years. I came in to water the plants yesterday morning. Saw him choking Mrs. Elsa in the study. She was turning blue. I hit him with the shovel. Moses, no, Elsa gasped. I couldn't watch anymore. 15 years I watched. I'm old. Prison doesn't scare me. But watching him kill you did. Detective Lang looked around the room. 30 people all staring back at him. So you all agree Damian fell down the stairs? Everyone nodded. He was carrying too much. Tripped on the carpet, Chaz said. We all saw it, Connor added. Tragic accident, Kirsten agreed. Lang put away his notebook. 30 witnesses all telling the same story. Case closed. He left, and we all stood there in silence. Then Elsa walked over to Moses and hugged him. His daughter has cancer, she told us. Damian refused to help with medical bills. She looked at the lawyer. How much do I inherit? Everything. 40 million. Moses' daughter gets the best treatment available. We still meet monthly for dinner at Elsa's house. We raise our glasses to Moses, who saved her life.